Hello, 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 everybody. Back again with another wonderful painting stream. Mic working? Yes, sir. Today, want to first show off. So, yep, here is the Bordeaux from last time. Color might not come out right. If I cover it on the top, you can see it's a bit darker. So the shading did well. Still got to do the skin tones. Didn't touch the other one. We're going to take off these guys. They're basically done. I'd play them. I just got to do little touch-ups. Other guy just needs to get his black and his needs to get black on him, and just then they both need to get like a dry brush of some whites, like a light white, maybe light gray. But they're done in my eyes. So with that, we're gonna go work on another sister battle thing. So we're gonna do another character. I actually have two characters up here, as you can see. I fucking love the Hospitalier. She is a diorama unto herself. You can see over here. Ready to pop out at any moment and do it on her own. And then draw her with that. But that's for another time. Jump to the side. Go for the Imagifier. Big stick. She has a big stick. Has a whole scale and all. It's the same size statue of another sister. I didn't know which head type I wanted to do. So I put them both off. Probably gonna go with the mask one instead, but just have it. And just like my last Canoness, she's gonna follow the exact same style as this. So got to start with our blues. Our very dark night blue. Two drops. I'm probably gonna be doing an extra drop in there. I have to get my reference back up. Just give me a moment. Left side is the colors. Do the insides. What color? Which side are you? Size 1, perfect. So we're gonna listen to some weather report. It came up to me. It says you should listen to weather report. So I'm listening to weather report. So we first get myself all set. I'm gonna work with the under of her robes. You can see a lot more of this compared to the Canoness. Also have with it on the boots. Another feature that you cannot see on the Canoness. Lucky for me, she's not on a base, so for any hard angles, I can just lift her up. I had originally wanted to do this without her holding the staff, but then it was like, well, when I need to color it in. I want the light coming down off of this. I want this to actually be a source of light. So I had to include it. Dun, 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 dun. I could do a funny right now. No, you the fuck you could not.
Boat goes vented.
All right, everybody. I'm just gonna need you to understand that he will be beaten severely for this. All right, we need to get. Well, it'll be everyone's pleasure to beat the shit out of him. That's right. For our 100 subscriber, 100 follower extravaganza, we're gonna beat him to death. Just call in and we'll get you the details. So beat him to death. Oh yeah, the backpacks come off. I was smart there too. All right, get you out of there. So I can get underneath the cloak. Yeah, that's a real low for me. I just noticed. That's probably actually hearable by people. Again, if you're on YouTube, you're missing out on fun weather report. You can come over to Twitch to get that. If you're on the VOD, it's too late. You just gotta look at this music and make your own playlist. I do many layers to even out the color. I also have sparks, bright spots because of the white. It's basically raw. I just got basically pray it adheres. here with where I'd want this blue. We'll walk our way up to the next blue, Imperial Blue. I want that mixed. To subtly destroy it. Work our way up slowly. Crevices. Standing forward, yeah, it's really not that bright. Last vestiges of this brighter section. Now we do the blue. You know. Connect these. I just got the worst text. I know for a fact I gotta go give some Netflix code. I'll finish this blue first. Got the blue undercoats. I'm just gonna check this text message real quick. I'm gonna pop off this head. Do something with it later. I also got to get the colors in here. I just thought about it. Small for this. Maybe smaller. Do much with it. Just got to do like a little bit of work with each color. This thing's one color actually, so it's gonna be more direct light, make the contrast more apparent. All right. Now we could start doing blacks just to get the legs out. So we're gonna get the black out. Vallejo black. Ooh. Someone got a clog. There we go. We need a lot of black. So we'll undo some of my work. Now we're going to do the leg and boots. That bit thinner. I knew he about to get sent Netflix requests, so I got. Get to do work on that one. That would do you off. Then the black is just the lower parts. So don't have to worry about. was. This will only bother with a certain height. Viewable for most angles. At all. The level of matte on Vallejo Black is crazy. Model Black. It's like a chalkboard on our leg. It might also have to do with the zenithal. Her boot will also be black. And the lower trim. Oh my gosh. That's busted. It'll always be busted in a way. Your piece is black. Right, there's this inner thigh needs to be blacked. I don't think I'd be too precise here anyway. It looks like it'll just blend in right. I know what I want to do for the pole coloring. Chat, am I good with the sauce? Put yourself to sleep. You ain't saying nothing. You're just quiet. You're gonna be sleeping with the sauce. Right back here. That needs to be black. Because I said it is. Pack area. Just gonna be all over black. Let this bottom one part dry, then we'll do the top part. Don't worry that much. We'll do them better when we attach it. Ah, yes, the hem. But also want to get the hemline. Luckily, this one has a molded in separation, so I can make well use of that. All right. Now we go into the robes. Grays and grays. Where are we? I think it was Dawnstone is what I used last time. Beat the devil out of it. Take another larger brush to scoop. Just scoop all your paints in. I mean, a bit more, but nevertheless. All right. So while I go over this color, we can talk about RPGs, TTRPGs. I've been going the Bro SR rabbit hole. You know, I'm getting red pilled into that kind of mentality of the game. Rules as written, very simulationist. But I think I'm going, because I already had it in my heart, I'm going to GURPS. I should put black right there. Hold on, switch back to a color. I have my hearts. I'm gonna switch over to GURPS. That's be my main system for stuff. Anything I homebrew at least. So I've just been like world building for the past few weeks, ranging from literal world building as in generating maps and stuff like that, trying to figure out the perfect one for me, to as well just creating cultures, races, names, and stuff like that. Boy, do I love making up names. I don't. It's my weakest link, making up names for stuff. But I want them to have like some system, some commonality to them. Now, I'm out here getting into Bro SR. I'm like, oh man, I can have just an expansive like world, all this map making. Cause I want to have a lot. I want to at least have the world set up, a few cultures and stuff like that, and then it's just like, all right, you guys are in this section. You can follow all the rules of travel and stuff. We can have GURPS. So that means I have a lot more granularity on some things, either for the better or the worse. Hey, I'll be honest. I don't think I ever read anything on AD&D, but a lot of this stuff is about true AD&D. So I'm like looking at AD&D first edition, using second edition source books to help me make stuff. I was under the impression that I didn't like D&D, but I think it's 5th edition. I don't really like that much. I don't like the hand waviness of a lot of it. And playing Pathfinder, it's like I didn't like the mechanics. And I can still see mechanics I don't like in AD&D and Beckme, basic. I don't like, but I can see others like, listen, if I just wave around this and see this game as not these storyteller games, we'll try to play it, but like we're gonna run a dungeon crawl. It's like, nah, these are good systems. Like I'm looking into purchasing like the encyclopedia for Beckme, just because I'm like, well, that's a great system for just pick up play game. Run modules. Like I'm not trying to think here. Your characters are very straightforward. It's just dungeon crawl. We all love a good dungeon crawl, don't we? And I don't even know if I'll have players for this. I might just end up using this to run solo games, just so I have stuff to do in the world. Because again, make the world system agnostic. I can always just run it in, like, all right, I'm gonna run this world in this system now. I'm just looking at all these old books, my old books. So I can see, like, my purchases have quickly switched over from a bunch of wargame stuff, which I need to go, I need to get, like, 2 things from Wargame Atlantic. I need to get 2 things from them, like, I think either this month or next month. Just because I want to have them ready. They released like last year, new core set. I also want to get their samurai, their graphic scale battles. Like I feel like that's a set, like they have a new theme. I feel like it's a set that's not gonna last forever. And I'd like those on hold. Because there's like no game system, it's just anything. So I can use diorama. But I'd probably think I'd use like Hail Caesar Grand Battles is probably one thing I could use. And someone else probably has stuff. I'd love for someone to make like a small scale Chinese, like 3 Kingdoms type stuff. You know, allow me to also play like a little bit of heroic with the warlords as characters that provide something. Like I can just have Lu Bu's unit be like, oh yeah, this unit's gonna just rip through anything it sees. Digressing a lot. So, in aside to looking into a lot of old school D&D, 1980s D&D, I wasn't born yet D&D. I've also been looking into RuneQuest. So I've had a copy of 4th edition RuneQuest since like I think the first Hacks Unplugged I bought a lot of RPG books then. It was a book that I always got like, all right, this is a good source thing. Maybe I'll run something in. I might not. But I just want it for the pretty book. It's a pretty book, well made. When I was for this new homebrew, I was like, I want to get more in depth with like the religion side to it. And I just like at a whim, like, what book might I have as a good like starter? Just like say, how should I describe stuff? I was like, Gloranthia, that's a good book right there to start with. There's also want like a physical book. I have a bunch of like digital PDFs I could check on. But it's like, I want something on my lap, something I don't need to like switch screens for. that book was so nice. Just the rule set. That's such a unique character creation system. Because a lot of the stuff's to do with your reputation of you and your clan. So to make your character, you have to make their grandparents and one of their parents before you can even make your character. And then based off their lineage, what they did will affect your character's lineage and what they'll do. And then like you also like go through generation, like, all right, well, there was these, I think it was the Hero Wars. What did your character do during the Hero Wars? Were they on this side, that side? And I think it's even possible to die during this generation. Not unique, but a lot of games that let that happen. That's where your characters matter. It's like, why is your character turn 1 crippled? It's turn 1, my character, before we even started campaigning, my character did this stuff. Yeah, for real. I'll look on the camera. Has so many good supplements. I went to the publisher's site, Chaosium. They also make like Call of Cthulhu games. And I'm just like, all right, I might go pick up like 5 of these books. I want to get the Bestiary and Red Magic just so like if I ever wanted to run a game. All right, I also want to get like their the setting book. It's agnostic, they say. It's just like we're just giving you a lot of stuff, no stats. In the mythology book, like boom, that's just nothing but ideas. I don't even have to use it in RuneQuest. I can just use those ideas in whatever I want. My current campaigns, the one I want to make, can all get a little bit of Glorantha in them. Glorantha, sorry. It's one of those fully fleshed out worlds. You gotta love it. The RPG world actually matters. To get. Also, I just think like Bronze Age gaming, undercooked. There's a lot of original myth is Bronze Age. That's where we get all our action. That's where we get our Troys, our Iliads, Odysseys. And even for like the tellers of these stories at the time, these were ancient histories. These were the fables of the past. It's even older than what we think. So now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get me some RuneQuest books. Gonna get me the Beckman Encyclopedia off of eBay. Prices aren't looking too bad. Basically everything you need in one book. Minus modules, but it's like people still make modules. I can just get that out, drive through RPG, get them off eBay. I believe there's rules for like converting AD&D modules to basic modules to AD&D. I just like having books on my shelf as well. It just looks nice. Star pieces. I can just go, hey, I want an idea. Let's see what existing things have done this. Nice. I got handles. Put me in a basketball team. I got handles. So what I'm really trying to say, Chad, is who wants to play my RPGs with me? Who wants to play my games? Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, trust that gray. They were just in that. Those whites. Oh, it's all black starred. Okay, that would make it darker. I was just checking with the colors with my stuff. Oh, we gotta get her head. Can't forget this. think I used. I don't know if I used white on that. This sounds like a 2-star strong start. I should be using Ulf One Gray. Which would you ever watch Tokusatsu like Super Sentai? Yeah. You know, I'll be looking at. I get the urge to see stuff like, oh man, I'd like to go back to watch a different series. Is the right pen? Is the right pen. Different Sentai. Especially like watch the original Japanese versions of like Power Ranger series I loved. Like actually like watch, not be like, oh man, look some clips. Kamen Rider. I'd like to watch like old school Kamen Rider. Trying to get the same energy fucking Ano gets. I want to be black. Like, how long is the average Kamen Rider season or Sentai season? Because it's like they're yearly, right? Or they buy twice a year, like 2 series a year. You're like clockwork. That's crazy that they're like, all right, this entire storyline, it's filled. Beautiful 50 episodes, put it away. Save the rest for a special. It's 50. So okay. Take you down to a small. Get some accessories colored up. Probably just ate some paint. I don't know what to do with this top one. I know like the very top's gonna be stone, but what else can I add to it? All right, to touch our whites. Bagel-thon, Ruth 1. So this top part, brassiere, gloves, this is gonna be white. Or Ruth 1 gray. In this case, off-white. Don't have to do much work. We should clean things up. That's where anywhere that's gonna have icons needs to also get hit with this as well. There. No. Ah, yeah. I just remember they had some the balance sheets come out today. They fixed it. They looked at sisters. They looked at all the work they did, and they say, yeah, that was the dumbest nerf we could have ever done to an army. Undo that. I don't think it's fully undone. And on top of that, they made a new attachment for Tau, which would work great with that army concept they came up with that is untouched. I really should see what Tau I have put together. Again, I have like that whole crew box untouched. I have the Christmas Sisters box untouched. Oh, building an army is hard. I just hope I don't miss out on the addition. Get inside there for their shirts, I guess. Oh no, I ran this as black. Okay. Get some black in that elbow. Okay. They're trying something here. Can it be done, though? This is what happens when you let musicians just feel themselves. Like, yeah, you guys are the best. Yeah, we are. Whoa, whoa, calm down, calm down. Feeling yourselves a bit too much. Y'all out here getting too experimental. Trying too good. Some of that experimentation for the rest of us. Uh-oh. Get a little boogie woogie on that. I can't hit that with this. I need the small precision. Insane detail before I do it. small. Like the white symbols. Just gotta prep them so I can put orange on it later. Bum, 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 bum. Do I want her on her head? It's like I need to cut it off a bit, trim it. I have two things. For this bottom part in black. Once I have that, still not permanent. Get a little more gray on here. Before going metallics, I believe get scuffed. Tubing will also be white. I see everything together. Where I can proudly say a color's picked. I have to see with everyone else. So I'm gonna do the bag, the leathers. These abyssal turquoise. It's a nice little greenish color. Enough. So we get our leather bags. This also gets the grip. a lot of other colors out before I have to kill myself with this checkerboard. I can't reach it, can't see it. Here, what's your grenades looking like? Metals and blacks, alright. Here's nice and simple. Da-da. I think we can go into a quick shade mode. First up, a little bit of that known on the blacks, the darks colors, and the leather. Also be going on to the blues. Oh my god, it's split. It's dead. Oh, red fell off. Down to the gray, Soul Blight gray. I forgot the backpack. You can stay off for now. It's right. They'll smoothen out the gray very nicely. And it's basically just a contrast I'm putting over it. Pick a 3. Use a 3 to glaze. Shuffling the pools. I gotta clean those up later. Should move down the color a bit. All right, so I'm about to create the. I'm gonna ruin everything in the worst possible ways I'm not even prepared to admit I know what I'm doing. Do I have a cleanish one? My cleanest one. I gotta like get pigment off this thing. Then make a glaze from it. Ah! Stabbed myself with a toothpick. And just make sure it don't reactivate. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a little bit of this elfic blue, very blue grayish. And also, I think we should know. A little more somber gray. A little somber gray, a little elfic gray. Very little, very little. Just enough to get a little pigment. I need to shake this one up. I can look at this one. I need to shake it before I do anything with it. That pigment can get messed up real bad. I can see it. A little somber gray. Or more than the other one. And then where are you, glaze medium? Matte varnish, glaze medium. There's a number 2 for this mix. Not gonna use you. Small layer. It's so subtle. You know, kind of like a China porcelain look. I'm surprised how good this turned out. I'm a genius. Always take advice from me. I know damn well what I'm doing. And before I pop this out. You know what? Like a weird blue pre-shade. Oh, you guys aren't even seeing it. There she's gonna get glued up. Please stand up. That's that to dry. here. Not let that hold too much right there. Now for some detail work. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do her face because I want to get that out the way. I'm probably gonna mess it up. Real quick, we'll use skin tone. Take a number 1. Because I want to glue the head on. Apply directly to the forehead. The face is in the way, so we get that there. That's too big still.
nice or small? Where'd I place it? There it is.
I'm just gonna immediately hit that with right click fresh left shade. A little rosy is that. All right. Got a face to her. Gotta glue it on the head. Don't believe I can use. We can see. We can see if I can plastic glue this. I doubt it. Might be enough to make a bond. Now we'll just get back with that with super glue. So here's our preliminary set. Take a good look at her. You know, we got the base colors down, the grays. We're going to need to set up the checker pattern, as we'll get the stars inside her capes and robes. What else needs to be done? Maybe a blue glow on her eyes. That'd be nice. Get the oranges, metallics, and then once got just a big blue here. That up. And then I'll also have to get started on finish on this staff, the actual image. She's just a bearer. This is the real role. This is the real support for them. We have to figure out what we want to do with that. Otherwise, I like to start. Good overall setup. Probably put a little bit of blue glow in her eyes as well. I think I said that. Metallics. I like it. One thing I will do, hold off on the satin varnish. That, I feel, ruined this one. Let me put you up here, actually, for this one. It made you way too shiny. The colors might be good as is. I might need to just hit this with a matte varnish just to call that off. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. That was here. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Like usual, you can follow the channel for more streams like this. Every Wednesday, we try to do a painting stream. You know, Monday, Fridays we try to stream something. Saturday we try to stream something. Nothing this weekend though. Saturday, Sunday. What is it? Saturday, Monday. No, Friday, Saturday. I'll be out for a wedding. I'll be out of town for a wedding. Have fun with that. So find something else. Enjoy your weekends. We all have a good one. See you next week for Wednesday. We'll be back painting. We'll be finishing this up. So thank you again. Have a good one. Bye bye.